Oh my god. We're back from the dead.
Oh my gosh. Are we live? Are we live yet?
They can't hear me very well, bro.
Can't hear you very
I
well.
can hear you extremely well.
Extremely well. Do you want me to quiet down a bit and just
No, I
kind of
think
talk
I think it's a me problem.
like this? I don't think it's a you problem. Don't blame everything on yourself, honey.
Hello?
It's a
Check.
problem.
Oh yeah. I'm in your playing field now.
Oh yeah, you're up there with me.
I'm very loud. I'm
Yeah,
very loud.
very loud. There's no one louder than you.
Very loud. The loudest.
The loudest of louds, you
I'm
know.
the loudest, bro.
Okay, now that we're back up, maybe we can get Swanky back in.
There were people there. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. But I will tell you this much.
What?
SONICHU.
SONICHU.
I am the original creator of SONICHU. The true and honest creator of SONICHU. And SONICHU content. RosaChew is also mine. I mean,
Are you gonna be Chris and I'm gonna be Liquid here?
are people paying attention to what the HELL is going on? Should we just go for it, assuming people are gonna watch this later?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
that's the best way to do it. If you wait around for too much, then people will come in and get bored.
Okay.
So
Let's go back to the SONICHU article. I guess.
here.
We forgot to read the quote that says,
Yeah.
"Art speaks for me."
Wait, where are you? Oh, you're back at the.
My art speaks for me.
I am Christian Weston Chandler, SONICHU's creator and inspiration of this website. This is my wiki and nothing less.
Let me read the his little opening up here. Try not to talk because I'm trying to take my headphones out so I don't miss anything. SONICHU is Christian Weston Chandler, his official life work, magnum opus, and the largest contribution to society and culture. To most, however, it is a poorly drawn and written comic book series about the adventures and travels that befall him and his friends. They're imaginary. Despite starting out as a comic about the titular character, it quickly turned into a wish fulfillment outlet for Chris and his depraved fantasies, with SONICHU being the main character in name only, playing second fiddle to Chris's primary Mary Sue self-insert. Other characters include RosaChew and Chris's many other self-inserts. It's funny because some people say Magichan. I don't know how much you know about the comics, but Magichan is a self-insert.
Yeah.
Because Magichan's like this all-knowing, all-wise SONICHU. So that would make sense. Like, SONICHU is kind of the trump card to everything. And can kind of, like, see things before they happen or predict things before they happen. It's kind of a broken idea.
Oh, yeah.
SONICHU is so powerful. Alright.
You want me to read the introduction?
Yeah, this honestly doesn't give us a whole lot.
Yeah.
It doesn't say a whole lot.
Do you want me to skip it then?
I think we should. The introduction does not say much.
Reader's Guide to SONICHU?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the SONICHU series began with issue 0 instead of number 1. And each issue contained multiple separately numbered episodes, so readers often lost track of which story happened in which issue. For example, Black SONICHU, that's racist, was introduced in episode 4, which was the fifth story in the overall series, and the first story in SONICHU #1, which was in turn the second comic, further confounding matters with the sub-episodes about Christian's love quest, which happened in issues number 0 through 4, and were numbered separately from the main stories. Issues number 0 and 1 featured Sonichu as the unchallenged star of the series, which Chris was as a supporting character, also appearing in the backup strips. By issue number 2, the comic had abruptly transitioned to Chris encountering people from his real life in shitty anime battles. Token attempts to tell Sonichu stories and introduce Sonichu spin-off characters were made in number 3, but all pretense was dropped in number 4 and number 7, as the series becomes a vehicle for Christian, as the leader of a heroic band of recolors, to battle against a college dean, a group of ineffectual security guards, story managers, and later on internet trolls and other people who made fun of the comic. Originally, it was mostly innocent and harmless by being the byproduct of a simple man with a childish imagination, until it became an outlet to call out trolls, explore his depraved sexual desires, and live out his violent revenge fantasies. The comic series was presented as if it were a cartoon or anime, which might explain why the comic mimics visual effects that work in an audio-visual context but fail on paper, and was encapsulated in seasons with various episodes or series for our European friends. Sonichu #10 was intended to wrap up the first season of Sonichu. This opened a can of worms, as the current version of the comics was Sonichu intended to be the hit action adventure soap opera TV show that is broadcast in Quickville, or was it the historical documentation of Christians and Sonichu's life and times? Perhaps it was destined to be the gospel from the stay-at-home autistic virgin male. Hallowed be his
Be thy
name.
name.
Either way, it remained unanswered whether Christian continues with the series because he has a vain, misguided belief that some true and honest soul would consider these as storyboards for proper licensing and production.
It's funny because he calls. What's he called? He calls security guards jerk cops. They're all one word, jerk op.
Mm-hmm.
And because he's been accosted by so many people in like malls and stuff for hitting on women or putting up his attraction sign, he calls them jerk ops. And they're totally right on the money with like the first few episodes being about Sonichu, and then at 4 it just becomes a self-insert story about him. They're not even a pseudonym or like a different self-insert like a Sonichu. You know what I mean? He could have even named a Sonichu Christian Sonichu. Like he has a Sonichu form. Pardon me. But
No, he's just Christian.
yeah, but he's like one of the most powerful characters.
Yeah, that's it's just.
I love the ironic use of true and honest, because he used that a lot in his classic days. You want to look at the jargon page real quick?
Yeah, let's. Because I kind of read it while we were off, but it's
all Sonichu material is copyrighted March 2000-2005 by Christian Weston Chandler. Any named persons illustrated in any of the Sonichu comics except that of Christian Weston Chandler that may seem similar to anyone in real life are purely coincidental or otherwise parodic. That's how you pronounce that. It's really goofy to me.
Parodic.
He's trying to cover his ass with that. It's very goofy. It's fine. It's not slander, calling Mary Lee Walsh who kicked me out. You know he retconned Mary Lee Walsh, right? She has a new name we'll probably find it when we get to like the character list or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'll read the Art Imitating Life, which I know a lot more about because of the series, because I've read up to issue 9, I think. So I'm gonna pop my headphones out real quick and get through this. Unless you want to look at the to be continued thing real quick, because that's really gorgeous. I just want everyone to see
The
this.
to be continued thing. Oh yeah. You want me to read this one, real quick? So
Yeah.
this comic book is still yet to be completed. Given that inspiration is a big variable and I may have been lacking of it, the comic book will be completed as soon as possible. Thank you for your patience and patronage. Sincerely,
Christian W. Chandler.
Christian W. Chandler.
I'm admiring the fact that he's effectively saying, look, I'm lazy. I really gotta want to make this. I can't just admit this.
Yeah.
You're expecting me to put effort in?
It's not that he's going to wait and just put it out later. He's putting it out incomplete.
Yeah.
Which is worse, because I would understand, like, if you don't have inspiration, you're just not going to put it out. But if it's to the point where you're just going to release it anyway, it's just...
Yeah. It's really goofy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Art Imitating Life. Let me read this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it not showing me? I want to change the thumbnail to the stream. Not making this easy. I'll do it later, I guess. Sensing some criticism for the self-centeredness of his work, Christian wrote himself out of the series toward the end of SONICHU 7, trapping the character in a time void, so that the storyline could focus on other characters. Despite this, SONICHU still served as a strong Mary Sue character, as seen in SONICHU fighting 4-cent garbage in SONICHU 8, as well as the clear Sue tendencies of the Reginald Sneasel. So, the whole 4-cent garbage is a parody of 4chan. Okay?
Yeah.
I hope you're following here. It's a parody of 4chan. So, he has this whole 4chan thing going. So he makes a building called 4-cent garbage that is 4chan. Can't even Google search SONICHU anymore because of the quickie. Let me Google image search. I don't want SONICHU.com. Sorry. Yeah, and Reginald Sneasel was another self-insert character. It was kind of this awkward, slightly uncomfortable. Yeah, there's one for the character too. If we can read up on. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a very good one. It's a very good SONICHU. Yeah, but 4-cent garbage ended up being destroyed by some character. We have 4 people connected.
4 people?
That's a lot more than 3.
What kind of hot garbage is this?
Oh, here it is. Change the thumbnail to be a huge close-up on SONICHU. Okay.
Good.
I'm gonna read the next part of this because I remember the whole time void thing. He was responding to criticism because they were like, "This is a self-insert comic. You're Mary Sue." I thought this was about SONICHU. So this is Trolls effectively saying this. So he completely writes himself out of the comic. He travels back in time to meet Bionic the Hedgehog because some Chaos Emerald type thing is there. I forget what they're called. It's effectively a Chaos Emerald. And he gets trapped in the 90s or whatever when he's in high school. No, he gets trapped when he's trying to come back because Magic Hand opens the time vortex and he gets trapped in that. So he just stays there in this time vortex. Even though in the time void he'll like pop out. Like there's like a joke against 4cent where like his fist came out and punched a guy in the face. I don't know. It's stupid. Let me read this next part. He returned from the time void at the end of SONICHU 9, giving all non-Chris characters approximately 1 issue to have the spotlight on themselves, during which they mostly talked about how much they loved Chris and hoped he would return safely. On the final page of the issue, Chris claimed that he would write himself out of the series permanently, giving his characters the opportunity to shine on their own. He went back to the promise almost the moment he made it. Issue 10 is one of the most Christian-centric of the entire series. I don't remember what 10 is on, exactly. What is happening?
What's happening?
I hear from you. It's gone.
What?
Nothing. I'm trying to see if there's anything I have to say about this. I guess the Void. Yeah, so he said after giving some sub-episodes to some other characters, he was like, look. Oh, no!
What?
You're doing so good.
What?
Another window of loopback opened up, so now they're static. I'm just going to close loopback and reopen it.
Okay.
We're all good. All good now.
Okay. We're all good.
Everything's fine. Because it's a free trial, it was like, pay up, bitch. Popped up. I don't like that. Alright. Continuing. Following the theft of his medallions by Blanca, Christian immediately released a new comic, adapting the theft into his canon, explaining the true source of his power lay in his amethyst ring. Since the story was necessarily set after Christian left the Time Void, it was deemed a special preview of SONICHU 10, despite the fact that Chris had not finished 8, nor begun 9. Chris started SONICHU 11 in December 2009 and completed 10 February 2010. He produced a revised ending to 10 in October 2010 after the long inspirationless lull, began turning out new pages of SONICHU 11 in 2015. Oh my god. Chris has claimed that in total he plans to complete 50 to 100 issues in his lifetime. He took a 5-year break. How do you take a 5-year break from, like, your life project?
Yeah.
Guy took a 5-year break.
I'm trying to think timeline of Chris Chan, because
that was around the Tom Girl phase, 2013 to like 2015. It was like the whole Blue Arms Tom Girl thing. So goofy. Do you remember when Blanca destroyed the medallion? The trolling group?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was PVCC, the trolling group, what is it? Because they named themselves, the abbreviation is after Chris's community college he graduated from. I'll find it later, because he inserted them into the comic, but they're these group of trolls who are behind everything having to do with Chris. Usually Clyde Cash is involved. Even the Liquid Saga, Clyde Cash's fingerprints were on, which is like crazy to me. I'm gonna check in on the stream real quick because we hadn't scrolled in a while.
Yeah.
Strange. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
All right. Let's move on, I guess.
Yeah. I'm looking
I have
through
not
the comics here.
ended SONICHU. I only lost inspiration to draw thanks to the people online. Go for it. So this is his stance on it.
On the 27th of May, 2010, Chris announced that he was abandoning Wikipedia to the trolls. On the 30th of October 2010, Chris claims that the trolls drained his creativity and scared him away from drawing any more SONICHU. On the 27th of February 2013, Chris wrote in Facebook post that he might continue, but probably won't. And then you can read the Chris Chan quotes.
The quote?
Yeah, you can read the actual quotes, and then I'll read.
When I was online with my comic pages, I never much had planned ahead of what I would do with releases and such. I was an amateur. I got scared off. I still feel very timid. I'm not making any promises for anything in the future. Nothing in my comic verse. Oh, nobody in my comic verse is dead. Do not have any expectations of me.
Okay. That's... Wow. Very... nothing right there. That is such a nothing statement. But, okay. On the 10th of January 2014, Chris's house was gutted by a fire. Later in November 2015, Chris showcased the scrapbook of Fail in a video, confirming that the master copies of the SONICHU comics and its original artwork survived the blaze. They also continued to survive in digital form all across the internet and on the Quickie itself. In a Facebook post on April 2015, Chris stated that if SONICHU was released as downloadable content for the fourth iteration of the Smash Bros. Video game, he would consider resuming the SONICHU comics. Needless to say, the
That's
probability
hilarious.
of either of these possibilities were slim to none. Did he really think that SONICHU would be put into Smash Bros? Like,
I feel like he should know better.
like,
I adore the quote before, too.
oh yeah.
Where he's like, he's literally saying, like, what?
Mm-hmm.
He's not giving an explanation, he's giving an excuse.
Yeah, he's just like, I was an amateur, I got scared off, kind of like an apology, but then he's like, do not have any expectations on me. And just like,
I want to start reading this comic.
That is a
I want to start reading it.
Yeah.
I don't want the I don't want the censored version because he retconned a bunch of things recently. Because Christine, well, it's more like people who've convinced Christine to have a conscience and go back and fix things. I'm setting up an opportunity.
I'm not done yet. I still have another paragraph here.
Okay.
A Facebook post in August 2015, while Chris was enthusiastically selling his knockoff official amiibo figures, seems to imply Chris was once again interested in returning to the comics.
I'm setting up an opportunity for me to get back to the drawing the pages and getting paid to.
On the 4th of September 2015, Chris confirmed the rumors as true and finally added new content to SONICHU for the first time in 5 years. 11 new pages were added to SONICHU 11 that day, with more pages added to the album, maybe every other week. However, he cannot make any promises due to unforeseeable variables and circumstances. So, 5 years later, it took him 5 years to make 11 pages.
Why did he wait?
Yeah, like, I could probably crank out 11 pages of that in, like, a day.
For the record, he has to scan them. And then put the text in whatever program he used to process text.
Yeah, but that doesn't take 5 years.
Maybe not for you, but you're not the original creator of SONICHU.
I am the original creator.
He's the
of
true
SONICHU.
and honest original creator.
The true
of the SONICHU
and
comic.
honest creator of the SONICHU franchise. Okay, I'll continue reading here. In June 2017, Chris began making regular updates to the comic again, completing SONICHU 11 that month and SONICHU 12 in October. Chris announced that SONICHU 13 would be an unofficial crossover with Planet Dolan. However, after falling out with Dopey Do-Over, Chris scrapped the original concept and announced SONICHU 12-9, based around My Little Pony and featuring new self-insert of his. However, what?
He's a new self-insert?
Who is this? There's a link. I'm going to click on the link real quick.
Okay, tell me what it is. I can go with you if you want. Let's see.
Yeah, it's Nightstar.
Nightstar. Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Nightstar.
Oh my god, this isn't another article. This would be fun. I want to go for just an hour. I'm getting hungry, so I'm like making ramen. How long have we been going? We're at 30-some minutes. Let's continue with this. I didn't know he's part of Planet Dolan. So bizarre. I feel like we're getting in too deep in the timeline that we don't know.
Yeah, because
they talk about the idea guy, and that's really recent.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just go down to the official releases.
Okay.
So SONICHU 0.
Yeah. Episode 1, SONICHU's Origins.
Origin!
Oh yeah, Origin. SONICHU's Origin.
SONICHU and the Genesis of the Love Hogs. That's Nate Cirque, by the way, is on episode 3 there. So SONICHU versus Nate Cirque. Nate Cirque is the opposite of Christian. He's the parallel. He's gay and he's evil.
Oh, I just realized that's Christian backwards.
Yeah, it's Nate Cirque. It's Christian backwards. So his full name is Relnak Natsu Nate Cirque. Christian Weston Chandler. That's so funny, man. You want to read the plot to all these sub-episodes? Because there's a lot. There's a lot of SONICHU specials.
Do we want to read the... Yeah, so...
Let's just read as much of this until we're bored. Because I kind of want to read 0 on my own when I get out the stream.
SONICHU and ROSECHU created by the chaotic rainbow. Kel adopts ROSECHU. First appearance of Christian Weston Chandler, SONICHU, Sonic the Hedgehog, Kel, and ROSECHU. Only appearance of Perfect Chaos.
Yeah, that was the one where they talk about the origin. And Sonic's fighting Perfect Chaos when he is super. When he smashes into that wild Pikachu and it evolves into SONICHU. Which is a completely new Pokemon. Which Chris never explains how SONICHU is a pre-evolution all of a sudden. When that's the first one. There's a Sony, which is the pre-evolution, like the one before. Never explained that. Keep reading. I'm gonna continue to make ramen.
Episode 2, SONICHU and Genesis of the Love Hogs. SONICHU, hungry and lonesome, follows ROSECHU home to Kel. They fall in love. I'm just imagining SONICHU just creepily lurking behind ROSECHU and just like some sort of crazy stalker, and they just fall in love. But seems pretty simple.
I mean, that's how Chris would go about it.
And then, so SONICHU versus Nate Cirque. SONICHU and ROSECHU go shopping. Nate Cirque tries to kidnap ROSECHU, but SONICHU fights off his Zapdos and rescues ROSECHU. Mayor Chris congratulates him. First appearance of, Relnak Natsu Nate Cirque.
You sure you're reading that right?
Yeah,
For Relnak?
Relnak Natsu Nate Cirque.
Nate Cirque. Natsu?
Yeah.
Okay. Safari's being updated? Then what are they seeing?
What?
Safari closed for me. But the source is still up for them.
Well.
Keep reading, I can see it.
Okay. So I'll move on to... I'll skip the Clan of SONICHU strips, but sub-episode number 1. Christian Chandler and Jerk-Op-Tastrophe. No, Tastrophe. It's
Chris
not...
needs to learn to spell.
Yeah. So, Chris is called out by a manager and transforms into Christian SONICHU to fight him and the Jerk-Ops off. I need to read this.
I want to read all these. We should do dramatic readings sometime. Get a bunch of
Yeah.
friends together.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay,
we're making bombs.
Moving on to Sonichu 1. So, episode 4. Black Sonichu in darkness, speed,
Wait.
and light.
I
What?
forgot that every issue doesn't necessarily coincide with an episode.
Yeah.
Because Chris is an idiot. That
Yeah.
makes no sense.
Well, it's because it's Chris.
That makes absolutely no sense. Because, like,
Mhm.
at first I was like, yeah, but he doesn't, like, deviate that well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, like, part of the comic. Let my ramen cool for a minute.
So,
Can Safari please
I'll
open?
go ahead and continue to read. So, as I said, Black Sonichu in darkness, speed, and lightning. The origin of Blake. First appearance of Dr. Robotnik, Giovanni, and Bill the scientist. Okay. Sonichu in informal meeting. Blake kidnaps Rosechu. Sonic and Sonichu run into each other and then team up. Okay. That seems a little... Who's Blake?
Blake is Blotchu. Black Sonichu.
Oh, okay.
He renamed them because everyone's like, that's racist. He's literally just called Black Sonichu.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyway, so Black Sonichu kidnaps Rosechu. Sonic and Sonichu run into each other and then team up.
Dude. Everything's good.
We're back? Okay, good.
They could see everything the entire time.
Good. So, episode 6, Sonichu and Sonichu Black Metal. Sonic and Sonichu fight Robotnik's latest creation. Only appearance of Metal Sonichu. Wait, I'm going to click on this and see what he looks like.
Metal Sonichu?
Metal Sonichu is just Shadow Sonichu.
That's
Wait, no, that's
Blotchu.
Blake.
There's Metal Sonichu right down here.
Metal Sonichu looks actually pretty cool.
I actually kind of like that design. The red eyes look cool.
Yeah. And then sub-episode number 2, which are the best episodes, apparently.
The sub-episodes are awesome.
Christian Chandler and the Rise and Fall of My Heart. The comic version of Chris's encounter with Hannah. Only appearance of Hannah. Sounds so sad.
There's a lot of like real life sweethearts and people he interacts with that he like will include within the book.
Mm-hmm.
It's really sad. A lot of the stuff early on, like his antics, don't get included in the book.
Dang. Okay, so should we move on to Sonichu number 2?
Yeah, go for Sonichu number 2.
Okay. Episode number 7, Sonichu in Ancuant Prophecy. Chris takes over the story as his Sonichu medallion unleashes the power of our Ancuant Prophecy. First appearance of Sarah Hammer, Wes Iseli, and the ancient leader of the Cherokee clan. Only appearance of the keeper of the Destiny Cave.
Alright, so, correction. It's Wes Isley.
Wes Isley?
And I forget what his role is again. He was Sarah Hammer's boyfriend. And Sarah Hammer was friends with Chris, like childhood friends. Like it was like their parents were friends, so thus they hung out as kids. So they interacted a few times outside of school. So Chris kind of had a crush on her. Because she was a girl.
Well, yeah, because Chris loves girls.
He still does, even as a lady.
He
still loves girls.
Yeah. I think he's just altogether confused. But, anyway, let's get back to... Wait.
So the Cherokee clan, Chris is part Cherokee. But he knows absolutely nothing about the Cherokee tribe. So it's like this white guy in really awful tribal stuff. I'll show you what he looks like.
I wouldn't expect anything less than
This is the leader.
Chris.
He just looks like Chris. Look at that outfit.
I'm clicking on it. What?
We know nothing about him.
It's just Chris with...
It's just Chris in a headdress. He looks like an Amazon warrior. What was he referencing? He created the Cherokean clan, not the Cherokee. Such an idiot.
Okay, I'm going to move on to episode 8. So episode 8 in SONICHU issue 2, which is actually the third issue of the SONICHU franchise, and actually like the 10th episode. But anyway. So, Christian Chandler in Chaos and Serenity. The 3 empowered hedgehogs meet and fight. So, okay. First appearance of Wesley, SONICHU, and Sarama Rosechu. Okay. Interesting. So, Chris Chan, Sarama, and Wesley pumped Quickville. Sarama breaks up with Wesley as Slawil, the witch, makes her first big attack on Quickville. First appearance of Count Graduan.
Slawil is actually Mary Walsh. It's a pseudonym. He retconned her name. So in a lot of versions, I think he edited them in like 2015. Slawil is the name.
Slawil.
I prefer Mary Walsh because he just doxes her real name completely. He doesn't even come out as a pseudonym. Like, he's Chris Chan. He's Christian Weston Chandler. He doesn't even try to make a pseudonym. And a lot of his sweethearts who give their names to him, he just straight up puts their name in the comic. Like Blanca. Also, Chris with Blanca, one of my favorite sweethearts. Blanca, I think, was his first, right?
I think so.
Yeah, Blanca was the first sweetheart to come on the scene. There's another one around that era, too. I forget her name. It's pretty forgettable. But Blanca, here's what's important about Blanca.
Wait, I don't think...
Chris,
no, go ahead.
Chris is almost fluent in Spanish. Guy's crazy good at Spanish.
Yeah.
And he knew a little German, right? Blanca's name is Blanca Weiss. White. Blanca. Weiss. Her first name is White in Spanish. Her last name is White in German. Blanca? Oh no, that's German. Blanca. I don't know how to do a Spanish accent. I haven't read Spanish in a while. It's Blanca. And then Weiss would be in German. And she's white. It's so fake. Blanca Weiss. Okay, what else is going on?
Okay, sub-episode number 3, which I'm...
Wait. I forgot to mention Count Graduan? Count Graduan's there. So Chris remember when he was, like, ashamed at graduation?
Yeah.
No one liked his art or whatever because he had the awful Sonic like, totem thing?
Yeah.
He made a villain that represents his pain and suffering with graduation, named Count Graduan. Let me show you Count Graduan real quick. Where's Count Graduan? He's an evil spirit living with a scepter. So we just see the scepter. That's great.
If you scroll down, you can see the...
There's a true form of Count Graduan. I like the idea of him being a stick. Oh, there's when he was alive. He's dead. He's dead. That's so funny. Count Graduan. I want to figure out who would I be in the canon. I feel like I'd be like... Well, we're about to see the SONICHU Babies one. Reed, were you on sub-episode 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Christian Chandler and SONICHU in Witch confront. Chris and SONICHU confront Slawil. Okay. Episode 10, SONICHU Babies. This is also SONICHU number 3, by the way, in the 13th episode, but it's technically episode 3 and technically the 4th issue, just so you guys are up to date.
So Chris can count. Chris
yeah.
passed all of his math classes. You know he had
Yes.
trouble with that.
With math, I wouldn't imagine anything less.
Reminds you of yours truly, right?
Mm.
For me, it's more of a denial. I just don't want to do it. I look at it and my brain goes, "Let's not." So I'll read.
This one has lots of
because I
sub-episodes.
love this issue. It's by far probably my favorite because I love the chaotic combo. First appearances of Wild SONICHU, Bubbles Rosaichu, Magichan, Angelica Rosaichu, Punchy SONICHU, Sonny and Rosie, Nabeshin?
Who's Nabeshin?
That's your answer.
Oh.
Must be a new character they added that doesn't have an article yet. Mypo.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Mypo? Okay. Nabeshin. Who's Nabeshin? Okay, whatever.
Boulder dropping whale is literally just a whale that drops boulders.
There's the highest resolution I can get. You see it in the stream yet?
No.
Go on the stream. This is great. This is the boulder dropping whale.
Okay.
We still got 3 people. I know one of them's you, but it's crazy these people are that invested in Chris.
Well, mine says 4 people.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the whale?
I do see the
There's
whale.
The boulder
I
dropping
appreciate that you made it as large as it can be.
It's that small. There's Mewtwo. Mewtwo's straight up a character in the comics. Not gonna get into that.
Mm-hmm.
I love the chaotic combo because the whole gimmick with the chaotic combo is that they're all just different like types of Sonichu, like Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
So like, take a wild guess at like what type. Like I'll pull up the cover real quick. What type is wild Sonichu? In the front here where my cursor's on the green one. What type?
The green
Pokemon?
one?
Yes.
That's
the
grass
green
type.
One. Okay. What about Bubbles Rosaichu on the left there?
Water type.
What about Punchy Sonichu there in the back?
Fire type.
Mm-mm.
Not fire? Oh wait, fighting.
Punchy.
Fighting.
Angelica Rosaichu?
Angelica Rosaichu.
Angelica. Rosaichu.
Yeah. I
What
can't
type
think
is
of.
she? Flying.
Is
She's a flying type.
flying
Last
type?
one, the most important character in the canon to me.
Magichan. Is that psychic type?
Yeah, Magichan's a psychic.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll read episode 11 too.
Mm-hmm.
When the chaotic combo, and when the hedgehogs meet, Blake steals the Master Sunstone and the chaotic combo unite. First appearance of Flame the Sunbird. Who's Flame the Sunbird? Oh, he was Flame or Kazooie. You decide. He's supposed to be. He looks like a ripoff of Kazooie and/or Bean the Dynamite from Sonic the Fighters.
Mm-hmm.
He does look like Bean.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the sub episodes. I'm so excited for the next little bit because it's all sub episodes.
I love sub episodes so much.
Okay, so sub episode number 4, Christian Chandler and Make Attack. So Chris is attacked in the MCDville by 2 Mana-Jerks. First appearance of B Mana-Jerk, Mary Senior Comic, WM Mana-Jerk, and Darkbind Sonichu. Only appearance of Super Chris Chan Sonichu.
There's no article on him.
I want to see Super Chris Chan Sonichu.
I thought it was just like emeralds like jab out of his body. He's completely normal.
But no, he's Super Sonic Chris Chan Sonichu.
An issue. Wait. Is that in issue 4? Yeah, in issue 4 they just add all the sub episodes from before.
No, it's episode 3. Oh yeah, issue 4 has all the sub episodes, but then they add 4 more that were not in previous ones.
How's that even a full comic then?
I don't know, but it is.
Let's pick it up from then sub 5, right?
Sub 5. So Christian Chandler and Mick Attack Part 2. Crystal appears to save the day as WM manager attacks. First appearance of Crystal Weston Chandler, sister, and WM manager. Last appearance of ancient leader of the Cherokee clan.
So I'm looking at Crystal.
Mm-hmm. What does Crystal look like?
Chris.
It just looks like female Chris.
So Chris now in the comics.
Without colored hair.
Well, she has a Knuckles or a red Sonichu medallion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, move on. Sub-episode number 6. Christian Chandler's Backyard Safari. Chris gives us an inside look at the Jerk-Ops. First appearance of Scott Palazzo. Is that how you pronounce it?
Scott Palazzo.
Okay. So, I'm excited for this. So, Christian Chandler and Off Target. What?
Look at Scott Palazzo.
Oh, wait. Let's look at
Target?
Scott Palazzo. I'm looking at Scott Palazzo real quick. He just looks like an old man. Okay. So, Off Target. Christian Chandler and Off Target. Baggett arrives to attack Chris. Who's Baggett? Is that what I think it is? Okay, it's not what I think it is. But anyway.
Marcus Baggett?
Yeah.
As a senior, oh my god, he's a real cop. Dude arrested Chris.
I remember that.
And, oh my god. So he changed, oh my gosh, he changed his name. Oh no, he kept his name. Oh my god, this is so stupid. I'm so mad at Chris. Chris, why did you use that guy's real name? Who's Cracker?
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, the Decepticlones. Yeah, he
Oh.
makes a bunch of rip-off Transformers because he adores Transformers too.
So Christian Chandler in Off Target Part 2. Chris is taken captive, but is rescued by Crystal. Okay. So that is, I assume, just the story of him getting arrested is Part 1 and Part 2 of Off Target.
Yeah. We're going to have to wrap soon. It's getting late.
Okay,
This has been lots of fun. We can pick this up next time.
Yeah. There's only 2 episodes in the next one. You want to finish off with issue 5?
Issue 5? Yeah. Kristen Chandler in my best friend's Cherokeean wedding. Chris attends Sarah Hammer's wedding, which is spoiled by Wesley Sonichu. Chris, with the aid of Megan Schroeder, saves the day. First appearance of Maggie the Skunk. Only appearances of William Spicer and Sailor Megtoon. So Sailor Megtoon is another Megan insert because Chris is in love with Megan, and Megan introduced him to Sailor Moon. So he just, yeah, I can already tell what that's gonna look like. Wow, it's Megan and Sailor Moon. Yes, it's Megan Schroeder's alter ego in the SONICHU comic series. Blatantly plagiarized the Sailor Moon. And Maggie the Skunk? Oh, the Maggie the Skunk, who's actually designed pretty well, is a Megan OC that he inserted into the comics, who actually doesn't have an awful design, but Chris kind of bastardizes over time to make her more like sexualized eventually, and then just like normied. Shattered Hearts and Entrapment. Sawwell initiates attack on Quickfoot, leading Crystal to get trapped in the mirror. First appearance of DJ Jamsta. I know DJ Jamsta. DJ Jamsta SONICHU. He's from the Spring Break episode, is when he comes back. I love DJ Jamsta. Cool, dude. Love DJ Jamsta SONICHU. Jamsta is a symbol of what Chris thinks is cool, which is why he is so very uncool. Love it. All right, well, I'd like to thank everybody who has been tuning in. Hopefully we can do some more quickie readings. I know a lot of channels are doing quickie readings. I think it's a lot of fun. I don't know as much about Chris Chan as the average bear, so this is educational for me and Fish. Come check out Fish's channel. I'm going to have that in the description, so...
Yeah, we're going to be streaming more, hopefully, if we can get it all working out fine.
Yep, on this channel and on Fish's channel, which is in the description.
Yeah.
So, I'll see you in my dreams.
Bye-bye.
The true and honest creator of songs.